Today, crypto trading may be slowing down, but Bitcoin mining competition is reaching record levels. And we break down the new blockchain game already raking in hundreds of millions of dollars. Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Mackenzie Sigalos. Digital currencies were in rally mode on Wednesday. Bitcoin crossed back above the $41,000 level, and Ether is sitting just below $3,100. Let's get to the headlines. It is no secret that Bitcoin's trading volumes have slowed down recently, but that's not stopping Bitcoin miners. Glassnode found that despite transaction fees being near all-time lows, mining competition is at all-time highs. Mining difficulty, that's increasing as well. Glassnode estimates the current hash rate is 20% higher than it was when the last record high was reached, just after China banned mining. Next, the Ethereum network's long-awaited transition to proof of stake just got delayed again. Ethereum Foundation developer Tim Biko tweeted that the highly anticipated Ethereum merge has been pushed into Q3 of this year rather than the June deadline that many had expected. Even without a firm date, Biko says we are in the, quote, final chapter of proof-of-work Ethereum mining. Finally, the entity behind the unprecedented $655 million Ronin bridge hack is apparently moving the money. Blockchain data shows that the hacker moved around 21,000 Ether through the privacy protocol Tornado Cash in the past week. That is around $65 million. Tornado is a privacy-focused exchange meant to conceal the destination of transactions. Our main story today is actually about one of Axie Infinity's newest competitors, Blockchain Brawlers. The game is built on the WAX blockchain, and it allows users to collect brawler NFTs, customize them with gear, and then send them into battle to earn tokens and currencies. The game has a hefty price tag to get started, upwards of $6,000, but it seems like lots of gamers are willing to pay up. In the first week alone, Blockchain Brawlers earned $357 million, and players are earning, on average, 3,200 Brawl tokens per day, with those valued at about 27 cents each. I caught up with the CEO William Quigley to talk to him about the success of the game and whether its reliance on the same bridge technology used in the Axie Infinity hack left it vulnerable to hackers. Okay, so let's start with the basics. For people unfamiliar with Blockchain Brawlers, what is it and how does this game work?
Sure. So Blockchain Brawlers is a video game like any other game, but it is attached to the blockchain. And what that means is you can put NFTs into it. It has an in-game currency. There's something called skins. So there's a bunch of assets, digital items that are tradable that you can win and that you can take out of the game and do other things with, like exchange those things for other NFTs and other currencies.
So we found out last week that Blockchain Brawlers earned $350 million in trading volume in just 1 week. Can you talk about the demand that you're seeing for this blockchain-based game?
Sure. So I think the Brawler team did an excellent job of promoting the game to all the prospective players. So they were in the Discord channels. Discord is a communication medium that a lot of video gamers use. And we promoted it. We talked about what brawlers were going to be, and we allowed people to buy little brawler avatars several months before the game launched. And we allowed them to buy it in an auction. So at first, these things, were auctioned off for $100 and a couple $100, and then $1,000, and then $10,000 and higher. And so we could tell people were really getting into it. And each brawler is this unique character. Think of it a little bit like WWE, the wrestling organization. So these are little like figurines, and you go into a wrestling ring with them, and you compete against other brawlers, and you win a prize. This is the in-game currency called a Brawl, a BRWL. And what was exciting is that Brawl token was immediately tradable. and one of the largest exchanges in the world decided to list a Brawl token, which I felt was a real testament to what the Brawl team had created.
So far, players have earned on average 3,200 Brawl tokens per day, or about 864 US dollars. So obviously, the whole play to earn model is certainly a huge incentive.
Yeah.
Are we going to see this average go up? Are you seeing more people treating this as actually a way to earn a living rather than pure recreation?
Oh, there is no doubt people will earn a living doing this. And remember, my partner and I, we created the video game virtual item marketplaces. My partner created the first one 20 years ago, and then we worked on another one together called OpSkins, which was the largest skins marketplace in the world. And a skin is a video game virtual item that has no in-game utility. It's strictly a cosmetic. You put it on, it could be a hat your character wears, it could be a pair of high-end sneakers, could even be a tattoo. So it's just some sort of, like, think of it as an article of clothing. It doesn't help you win the game better, but it's a way to show off what you're wearing. It's sort of like going with a nice tie or a scarf into a meeting. Probably doesn't make you present any better, but you sure look good while you're presenting. Now people can actually trade these items for other cryptos. They can actually make a living if they're good at playing. And considering how much time and how much money people spend on these video game virtual items, $200 billion a year, I think that the video game companies that are going into blockchain, they're going to make as much. They might even make more over time, because so many people would like to actually individually own these virtual items.
So Axie Infinity was recently tied to a hack of more than $620 million because of a problem with a cross-chain bridge that lets users send cryptocurrency from one network to Ethereum. Now, this was among, if not the biggest hack in DeFi's history. WAX has a bridge of its own with Binance's BNB chain. I believe that it's going to have another one on Ethereum soon. Are you at all worried about security?
Yeah, anytime you are taking a token and sending it somewhere, there's a risk. You send it to the wrong address, or the place you send it gets hacked. These are hacking, and things getting compromised in the crypto space is a constant worry of ours. And as you point out, these bridges, the places where two different blockchains exchange tokens, is a vulnerable area. And for us, we have a lot of protocols that we follow to make sure that things that could go wrong don't go wrong. For instance, there is ways to access that bridge and literally take tokens from that bridge, and those access codes are called private keys. You can think of them as passwords. Well, where you store those passwords, do you write them down? Who has access to the passwords? If somebody logs in with those passwords, what sort of reports get generated? All that stuff. This is stuff that we've been thinking a lot about, both at WAX, our blockchain, but also the crypto industry in general. I do think the community was not as aware that the Axie Infinity blockchain game was actually operating on a private blockchain that Axie Infinity, the company, owned. It starts to look more like just a database then, as opposed to being on a WAX or an Ethereum, which are open, decentralized blockchains that no one group controls.
Before we go, we want to let you know that you can find the full interview with William Quigley over at cnbc.com/Crypto World. That's all for today's show, but we will be back again tomorrow with more, so we'll see you then.